As we build more and urbanize more, we cover the ground with more impervious surfaces, which creates runoff. Storm drains are built to collect runoff and channel it back into bodies of water, but pollutants are also picked up and brought along with it. So what can we do about stormwater runoff? Because very little runoff happens in the natural environment, one idea is to mimic natural processes in handling precipitation with low impact development. These techniques catch the rain as it falls on a building site and slow it down to give it enough time to soak into the ground or evaporate into the air. Here are some applications of low impact development that can be used on an average building even after it's already built. I searched around Google Maps looking for the most boring office building I can find, and here it is. What could be done with this building? You could install a green roof and cover a fair amount of impervious surfaces. A green roof uses plants and soil to catch rainwater, with filter and drainage layers to handle excess runoff. They can be shallow and only use smaller plants, or they can be deeper and may even look like traditional landscaping. You have to figure out how much extra weight the existing structure can bear, since green roofs are heavy, and you may have to sacrifice what kind of green roof you end up installing. But even the shallowest green roofs are really good at managing the rain that falls on them. Next, you could replace some of the pavement and concrete with permeable paving. This is a type of paving that uses air gaps to allow water to seep through the cracks and into the ground. They're ideal for sidewalk surfaces and light vehicle traffic, like in parking lots. They need to be maintained with street sweeping frequently because dirt will clog the spaces and block the water. But because water is quickly removed from the surface, less salt is necessary after snowstorms. Still, they can't handle the same weight that pavement can, so it may be a good idea to limit them to certain areas, like a driveway that gets low traffic, or the sidewalks around the building. Finally, let's put in a rain garden. Rain gardens are made of native plants, mulch, and soil, and placed at the bottom of slopes to catch runoff and filter it into the ground. They make great additions alongside parking lots. You do need some extra space to put them in, but let's be honest, the parking lot is probably a lot bigger than it needs to be anyway, and taking away the spots lowers the amount of impervious surfaces on the site. Look, I just took away some parking spots and made my rain garden bigger, and you probably didn't even notice. So low impact development can do a lot to reduce runoff before it even goes into a sewer, and a normal Massachusetts rainstorm is small enough to be almost entirely handled by using any of these techniques, and there are tons more that I didn't mention. But it's hard to justify that owners should do these sorts of things. Low impact developments generally cost more than the standard alternatives, and it isn't really obvious how they would pay for themselves. But the whole town benefits from having them, or even the whole watershed, which is shared by many towns. These low impact developments can reduce the burden on our already aging infrastructure and can lead to cleaner watersheds everywhere. Massachusetts does care a lot about low impact development, so maybe they should provide incentives for installing them on building sites. Seriously, Massachusetts cares about stormwater so much that the Water Resource Authority invented a mascot called Dwayne the Storm Drain. They showed this to children. Anyway, I hope you got some ideas about how to use low impact development whether you're starting from scratch or adding it to an existing site. Thanks for watching.